guys, and welcome back to another episode of 65th Minute Talk. It's a bit sad today because we have just completed or just finished watching the second semi-final of the Hyundai Cup.
Second leg.
Yeah, the second leg. And yeah, those who watched the game, I think we share the same sentiments. Yeah, it's a sad result. Before we dive right in, just want to tell you that this episode is brought to you by Soul Mate. Mate for the soul and for the mates. If you would like some mate, you can see up there, you can just hit them up, Soul Mate SG. And other than that, my name is Kai. With me is Antoine, Dan, and Kai. Today is Dan's first time with us. We brought in Dan because his knowledge of Singapore football is there, and at the end of the day, he's a fan as well. It's good to see you guys having some smiles, but I think there weren't quite a lot of smiles at the final whistle just now. So let's jump to the chase. Let's cut to the chase. Singapore just won 2-1 over at Raja Mangala Stadium in Thailand, Bangkok. But that also signals the end of our Hyundai Cup 2026 journey. What do you feel, Kai?
Sad, but I think there's hope. We are progressing. Again, we want to do very well in this tournament, but it's just not enough. I think the team managed to galvanize the whole fan base.
Galvanize, that's a big word.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
They bring back all the
Galvin Ice.
Yeah.
Sorry, since Ideal is not here, I will try my best to replace him.
Yeah, but I think the boys can be proud. I think one of the press conference that Gavin mentioned that the fans didn't stop cheering for them, and they're gonna continue and fight for the result. I think we shouldn't be disappointed. I think like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I think this is the stepping stone to prepare ourselves for the bigger tournaments like the Asian Cup in January next year.
I think the closest one that's coming is the FIFA ASEAN Cup in September and October. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an inaugural.
Inaugural is the first
it's
one.
New, and yeah.
It's new. Yeah, I think we can be the first. Nobody can be the first if we win. Okay, then let's warm up your voice and let the listeners hear your sexy voice. And what do you think about the game? What do you feel at the final whistle?
Well, to be honest, as normal Singaporean, I would feel sad because I would want them to go one step further. But coming back from the first leg, I think they did really, really well. I think the whole team did really good. They give their 100%. I think more than 100%. In fact, they fight for every ball this game. We can see they controlled the game from the first half. And they deserve the win. And for me if I'm not wrong, this is the first win for Singapore at Raja Mangala for a very long time.
Wow.
So I think this is a result that other teams should take note and also other fans. Ultimately, sad, but at the same time, I'm happy with this performance.
Right.
Yeah.
And
To build up on that, it's enlightening to know that Thailand have never conceded a goal so far in the tournament.
yeah,
All 3 goals
came from Singapore.
and
No penalties.
Yes, no penalties. So we can build on that, definitely. Positive signs, like Dan said, you saw the boys work hard for the team. They were in for every ball. I think we can really be proud of that performance.
Even proper platform.
But some of the fans are still not happy. I mean, what I'm reading, Song out, Yoga out. This guy can't dribble. This guy can't cross.
Again, you can't please everyone. You can't please everyone because these haters were just watching. We call it hate watching. They were just waiting for Singapore to fall. And once the final whistle hit, they will just, I told you so. But the thing is, if Singapore had gone through, the tune would be different. Lucky. But I won't say it's lucky at all. You scored 3 against Thailand, 2 in Raja Mangala and leading them. And they only scored via a penalty. I mean, that was an obvious penalty, but yeah. Okay, my point of view, I think you guys already know. I started off this podcast with that somber voice. It was very, very, I won't say disheartening, but it was very sad. At the same time, happy. I don't know how to say. because winning over there is a huge achievement, but getting out of of the opponent as such isn't. But I think the team should be proud of what we've achieved, lah. Okay, moving forward, what worked and what didn't in this game? Let me kick off on this. I think Thailand played the same game as the first leg. They didn't have a different plan. It's the same plan. They were sitting back the whole time. Even at Jalan Besar Stadium when we watched live, they didn't attack. They soaked and then waited for mistakes from the Singapore team and go for the fast counter. And again, we were punished by that and resulted to the penalty.
You know why they soak?
Why?
Because the pitch was wet.
My
That thing works today.
but in all fairness, that pitch also helped Singapore.
Yeah, kind of.
I think because but again, I feel that Thailand played the same game. Singapore played the same game as well, but we were more clinical today. Yeah, you can see from the first half, halftime possession and the end of game possession, Singapore dominated the possession. We also attacked a lot. Yeah, but sadly, certain goals didn't come. Also, Thailand did hit the post twice. You have to give it to Thailand for their counter-attacking prowess. But that's what worked for me, lah.
But I think it's a good game of football. You got two sides trying to win the game, trying to outwit each other. You can see the stats, chances, attempts, as well as shot on target. Thailand had hit the post twice. I mean, if you're a neutral fan, I mean, you're not supporting Singapore or Thailand. It's definitely a game that is entertaining.
Yeah, 100%. The scoreline as well, everything at stake. Okay, just for facts for you guys, the ball possessions for Singapore at the end of the game was 62% and Thailand was 38%. Attempts 17 by Singapore and 10 by Thailand. On target was 6 on Singapore, 2 from Thailand. Thailand made 5 saves. Singapore had 5 corners. Other than that, the number of passes, Singapore is almost double of what Thailand did. Again, it's almost the same.
It's almost a replicate of the first leg.
Yes.
Where we see, like you said, we did dominate possession. But the difference I feel this time round was, it might be an unpopular opinion because this is a player that really frustrate the whole lots of Singaporean fan base.
Frustrate.
Yeah. The almost I think majority of Singaporean fan base, which is Song. I did feel that he was the difference between the first and the second leg.
Agree.
You can see that Song was everywhere. Song Song literally helped defense. He helped build up in attack. He linked up with Ilhan.
Almost got a red card though.
Yeah, but then you can also argue that Thailand should have gotten a red card in the first half.
For that 28th minute tackle on the knee.
Yeah, I feel that Song, for all of his brilliance, he does carry a bit of that moment where his decision making have to be better. Because we did see at almost I think second half, right?
That was the 70th minute.
I think also Song should have carried the weight of the nation to be the game changer.
Why?
Because when he was at that, when he has that chance, when he dribbled past 1, 2, if he could, be a little selfish, be greedy in terms of, making that attempt to a shot or, an opportunity for a goal. Yeah. Someone has to step up. Someone has to
want that goal.
Yeah. Someone has to smell and sniff that moment and say, you know what, maybe this is me. This is my time. But there's no one at that moment that could strike.
Moment, but I think in future we do have the poacher, Iksan. Hopefully he comes back. Yeah, but what's your take then on Song?
Like
coming back from this suspension, right?
Yeah, okay. For Song, when he played today, he offered more options for Singapore. He give that time for the players to move up and give the support to get in numbers. That's how we get the goals, because they have numbers up front.
He's hold up player.
Yep. And at the same time, he also helped out with the defense. I think overall, he did okay. Just like we mentioned, the final ball, maybe he could improve on that, lah. Okay. Yeah, and then he had one shot being saved by the keeper. If that had gone in, maybe it's a different story.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, that being said, you all mentioned Song, but who is your man of the match? Your personal man of the match from the Singapore team today?
Who wants to go first?
Okay.
I think for me there were so many to choose from.
Yeah.
No. For me, honestly, this guy is really the unsung hero for the past
Oh, okay, I know who.
games. He's been there for almost every game, 90 minutes.
Yep.
He doesn't have flair. He's not technically gifted, but he's handsome.
Our own Conor Gallagher.
Yeah. He is. He operates as a number 6, number 8, number 10. None other than Harry Stewart. I think that guy, for me, for the first few games, I was thinking, why is this guy number 10? He doesn't provide much. But after watching a few games, then you realize he is not the flair player. He's not the technical player, but he is there. He can run his hearts out throughout the game. So he does the job that not a lot of people like to do, but he does it. So hats off to Harry Stewart, because I wasn't hard on him for the past few games, but I didn't rate him highly, you know. But looking at the end of this tournament, this guy deserves his plaudits, and Harry Stewart was a solid guy. That's my man of the match for today. And his goal was solid, you know, that guy.
You can classify him as a team player, I feel, because on a normal days, he just goes unnoticed. But that kind of performance, when he not say that he's at the top of his game, but the normal way that he plays, you know you are getting at least 6.5 out of 7 from him every game.
6.5 out of 7.
Like rating.
According to who? Football
According
manager.
to me.
Okay, alright.
I mean, because
okay,
that's how it is, you know. Like he just does the job that he's being told to do.
Okay.
But I think Gavin sees more than what he's what he can do. I think back when we were doing Asian Cup qualifiers, and he put him as a center midfielder. Yeah, then we were all thinking like, what is his contribution?
Yeah.
What role does he play? And then he sometimes plays on the left back. He cover left wing one of the games. So this guy is your John O'Shea for Singapore. He can do that all the job, and
I think he can play keeper also.
I think so. But yeah, I think to be fair, he's just he had that level of that level in him to produce something.
Yeah.
In Thailand.
Alright. Then who's your man of the match?
For me, it would be our left back, Noah Adam.
Noah Adam.
For the first minute he got start off, he was a true warrior, man.
Yeah.
I like to see players who really fight for the match.
A lot of comments already. A lot of comment is agreeing with Dan.
Yep.
So
Noah Adam.
Because as a left back, right, when he crosses the ball, I think this is one part of his game which I really want him to improve, which is final ball delivery, on which when he want to cross the ball, where he want to put the ball. That's very important.
For Noah Adam?
Yeah.
I think he has a sweet left foot, you know.
Yeah, but most of the time I see the ball is slightly behind the penalty spot.
Correct.
He should place the ball in between the keeper and the striker. So maybe after this, you can train with Ilhan or what.
If we track back a few games against Timor-Leste, he delivered that cross for Ilhan Handi. That was a very good ball.
Was it Ilhan or Song?
No.
Kyoga gave to Song.
Oh, Kyoga gave to Song.
Yeah. So I agree. Noah Adam has a sweet left foot.
Defensively solid.
Our first goal also started from him.
Yes.
His body with that guy. Then he passed to Kyoga with the through ball, and then I think.
He's a marauder.
Nice words. Yeah, I can agree with that. Noah Adam could be my player of the tournament as well, because that guy has been very consistent. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
If he really works on the crosser, I think solid.
Okay. And who's your man of the match? Pasal just now you just said I can agree, but who is your man of the match?
I did say it's most of the majorities of the player. The majority, like I would say, if I can give man of the match, I want to give to everyone.
My goodness, this guy is too politically correct.
No, because
come on, choose one.
it's just the way it is. I'm just proud of the players. Like you said, like you said previously on the previous app, everyone is always thinking that if we are going there, we're gonna lose. But no one gave. Okay, to be fair, no one gave Singapore the chance to even win.
Yeah.
But the fact that we came out on top,
we won.
Was this the Thailand's coach first defeat? Right.
If I phrase the question differently,
Okay.
who do you think which player should have done more?
Oh.
Yeah. Then Yeah, because you said all of them should be man of the match.
Which player should have done more?
You think about it first. I address. Okay, to the listeners also, because we are currently live on TikTok. When we pose this question, we have a few people talking, giving their consensus as well. So there are a couple saying that Izwan Mabut deserves man of the match for these particular games. We can agree.
A shout out.
He deserves a shout out because the saves were crazy. It was crazy, but the goal was a penalty. So and that penalty was a top-notch penalty. So hats off to Izwan if you're listening. Yeah, but my man of the match still stays as Harry Stewart and Noradam. So back to that question.
So Kai's question, right?
Yeah.
Which player
do you expect to have done more or a little bit more?
Song.
His
Song. That's why I said
Song. You don't give him tickets anymore.
That's why I said no. That's the thing. I said Song really on his day he is a very good player, but it's just if you're talking about things that he should improve on, it's just the decision making. Imagine the spaces that he got into. If he had made better decision, I'm sure we would have won. We could have draw or we could have even won.
I think you're talking about the one he cut in one right leg and then left leg
He cut in
again.
And then the last one where he should have passed earlier to, was it Haris?
Haris, yeah.
Right.
Haris, yeah,
and he
yeah.
delayed it. Like those time, those fraction of
But
second.
we can factor in. It's not only the pressure of the game, the timing of the game when they're tired or legs might be jelly, but also the fact that the pitch is waterlogged. So I think that might have affected his decision a bit, but not an excuse, but it might be a reason because you've seen some of the shots also go AWRY is what awry. Awry. Yeah, there's some shots go awry. So on in that sense, yeah, maybe I can agree with you on that. But maybe just because of that, man.
I mean, that was the key.
Then what about the players like Ilhan? Was there any service to him, or was he not good enough?
You can see that he was trying. You can see that he provides the outlet for
I
us.
think the whole team was trying.
But okay, compare if you put Shawal there and you put Ilhan, you see that there was some nice link up play between him and Song.
Okay.
Sorry, it's still not over Son. Sorry lah.
Sorry, this is Spurs fan. Can't wait for the EPL to start. Come on.
Remember you. Yeah, but that's it lah. I feel Ilhan, he did to his very best for this game. Okay, service could have been better. Farhan was good, but at times I didn't know whether could we have gotten the ball to him more often.
But he provided something different today.
Yeah,
He was very direct.
Who? Song?
Farhan.
Oh,
He ran through the defenders.
because of his run,
Yeah.
that we resulted into the goal.
That was a good ball from Kyoga.
Yeah.
Solid.
Midfield maestro. We were talking about when would Farhan be given the chance because Glenn always gets the nod over him. So one of the men of the match actually today, to be honest, would have been Gavin because he made some key decisions. I think that's the first time Haris Harun got substituted because in all fairness, I think Haris was tired already. We can all see that. So Gavin made a few decisions that we were like, ooh, because first he dropped Glenn and playing Farhan. I think that's a brave move, putting in the number 10, giving him a shot at a big game, and then taking out Haris and Raihan.
He also dropped Lionel.
Yeah, Lionel. Yeah.
Raihan.
Lionel has been his go-to personnel, and he put Raihan in. Again, I'm not saying that Raihan is not as good as Lionel or Lionel is better than this one. No, I'm not saying that. They both have the different qualities. In the previous episode also I said I wish Lionel had Raihan's qualities and I wish that they could be one player because Raihan's attacking prowess is there and Lionel's defensive prowess is the presence. But today we were also beaten on the right side a lot of times. We were caught. So we cannot say that the previous game that Lionel was bad because today Lionel didn't play and we were still rubbed over on our right side of the pitch.
No, but I think from Gavin's game plan, you can understand that there is plan B. So previously we were talking on the previous episode. What is Gavin's plan B?
Correct.
So now when we see two flying fullbacks, Raihan Stewart and Adam, on the right and the left, you can see that, hey, we can play fast flowing or even counter-attacking football with this speed with Farhan on the side as well. So it's not doom and gloom.
Yeah.
There is opportunity, there is a chance for us to mix it around for around how Singapore wants to play.
Some part of
Sorry,
me
yeah, I
think
just have to do
that
something.
Gavin used this tournament as a platform for him to experiment players in different positions.
Yeah, I mean he
Yeah.
dared to try.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good.
But one thing for sure, if us as fans can see this, Gavin's plan A and plan B, what makes you think the opponents in FIFA ASEAN Cup, FIFA Asian Cup cannot see this? Because we are just fans, and you can see the plans that Singapore has. Would it make it easier for opponents to read us and counter us?
From today's game, I feel that the Thai manager, the Thai coach, I think he was not prepared for this
Yeah. Okay.
this game plan from Singapore.
So I think that the thing is, Gavin doesn't have a plan B, but Gavin knows how to adapt to changes.
No, but also you see that Gavin, the principles don't change.
Yep.
Possession still stays. The way we play collectively. Now Kyoga on number 6 collects the ball, pass it around,
Feels
move it
at home,
around. Everything else works that how the principles should be. Which
Yeah.
means possession-based football.
We have a base.
But different players, we have different way of attacking. It's just that you just have to maintain the balance between the defensive structure and also the attacking structure.
Okay.
The structure was good today.
That's why we won lah. We can see that the Thais only could attack us and hurt us during the counter
They
attacks.
were actually defending their life towards the end.
Yeah.
You can see from all the faces. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
But
haters online also were thinking,
The
oh
commentator
no.
also was bad, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
that's
Oh, but
too
he mentioned
negative,
he was,
man.
he
Can I
was
say or not?
emotional.
Yo, Kai, I think we can be the commentators, right? I do believe that if you guys listening to our voices today and our command of English, I think we can be the commentator for the FIFA ASEAN Cup moment. What do you guys think? Or go live at a match, right?
And also people might argue that this is not the Thai first team, but come on, you can look at their faces. They're actually scared towards the end of the game. So I feel we have to give them the respect the same as the first team. That's the reason why they are in this Thai team, because they are the best players that's available right now.
Yeah, same as us. lah.
So same as us. So I don't think we should compare that way, because
Yeah.
every game it will be different. you know.
Okay. Now the big question. You've mentioned that this might be the Thai team B or C or whatever, yada yada yada. We are going to the ASEAN Cup and the Asian Cup soon. So how far a gap do you think Singapore's standard of football is to Thailand? How far do you think?
Not really far if most of our players are based overseas. Yeah.
But that's like a separate
Conversation.
separate conversation. Right?
No, because why I'm saying this, right? Because over the 2 leagues that we've watched Thailand play against Singapore, Thailand played the same way in the first leg as they did today. What I mean is they sat back and depended on the front 3 to just attack and counter. I did not see any possession base.
So you would say that Thailand is not playing the Thailand way as it should. Right?
What is the Thailand way?
Passing? Very technical.
When you have Chanatip in the middle, it's a different thing.
Yeah lah.
Because it's like having Messi. So it's not possession based, but it's Chanatip based. Like how Argentina is with Messi. Is Messi based? I have no idea. I give to Messi. So what is the Thailand way? Because if you're telling me they are strong Muay Thai fighters or very, very strong people, they have been rolling on the pitch from the first league and today. So definitely hardcore football is not. So are they playing really counter-attack football only? Because if that's the case, then Vietnam is better to me. Yeah.
Maybe for this team,
But
their strength.
I think Singapore, the gap is not huge, provided our league consistently produce the talent to play this kind of game.
All right.
That's another separate conversation as well.
We are going to tackle that. We are going to tackle that today. But before we tackle that, we wanna it's a sad day because the journey is done. This Hyundai Cup journey is done. I think it has been a beautiful journey for us from the 65th minute team because we've met new people, we've met influencers, we've met football lovers, the fans at the stadium, the Singa Brigade. We've met a lot of people. We've even had conversations with some of the players regarding certain things on the pitch. So it has been a beautiful journey, and it's ended. And when we finish this topic today on Hyundai Cup, the magic is done. Yeah. So before we move forward, I have some questions to just reflect on the tournament. Okay. On the tournament itself, how many games? 4, 5 games? 5 games total so far?
7, I think.
7.
Hey.
Four group
5,
stage,
5, sorry.
5.
Yeah.
2 semi-final league.
6 games.
Six.
Okay, out of the 6 games, who is your player of the tournament? Start with Kai. Let's go.
I will pick Ilhan. I mean, the 2 goals he scored. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. The Tonjol?
no,
Not the Tonjol,
that placing ball, that goal that he scored against Thailand on the first leg, and that volley.
Scissors kick.
The scissors, Yeah. Who was that against?
Cambodia.
Cambodia. That was a solid goal.
90th minute, if I'm wrong.
Okay, but I wouldn't say that makes him the player of the tournament, but I would say that would have been the goal of the tournament. The scissors kick at the 90th minute. Yeah. Okay, your favorite player then?
For me,
Player of the tournament, sorry.
for Singapore team, for Team Singapore, yeah.
No, Thailand. Of course lah, Singapore. Come on.
Okay, will be
This guy funny, this guy.
will be Ilhan Fandi as well.
Ilhan Fandi.
Because this guy, he got this instinct. He can get goals anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
I mean, given with proper players to fit him, I think he will score more goals. But with whatever we have, I think he did really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, he has
the
could
father's
hit,
instinct.
he has
Reminds
his
me
right
of
foot,
his
he
dad,
has left foot.
He has the
Yeah.
smile also.
No.
Yeah, and then he has a good PR skills.
Yes, he's a media guy. Yeah.
His instinct in front of
Okay.
goal.
And who's your player of the tournament? I think everyone is the player of the tournament, the whole team.
Hey, come on lah. I'm just being supportive of the team.
No, you're not being real. Come on, choose
Glenn.
one.
Is it Glenn?
No, okay. In terms of okay, because his minutes was limited, but
Noor Alam Shah.
no, but because it's so
No lah, I'm sure that was the final lah.
he didn't manage to show his full potential during this tournament.
Okay.
Yes,
Hami Shahin.
Hami
Yeah,
is my
yeah.
pick for
Player of the tournament.
player of the tournament for Singapore. What?
Player of the tournament.
Yeah, so that's
According
why
to
so that's why I said the minutes is not a lot.
So how do you judge him then? Because if he's player of the tournament but he doesn't play
This
all
one you ask opinion, right?
Okay. Okay.
No, but I think he has a point.
Yeah,
like he likes the way Hami plays, and the
I do
impact
like,
and
yeah.
the impact he brings
In the little amount of minutes.
yeah, correct.
I do agree. Hami has been every time he comes in, especially when he stepped in for Kyoga against Indonesia. That was, then he was injured. Hey, but fun fact to the listeners out there, when we posted about Hami, then Hami actually messaged us, thank you for the knee, and inshallah he will
His
give
little
his
dummies.
best. Oh, that guy, football IQ, top class.
Top.
Love it. Okay,
Top.
for me, honestly, player of the tournament.
Okay, can we guess?
I don't
Okay,
know.
guess
Let
who?
me guess. Number 15,
Izwan.
Adam.
Lord Lionel.
Adam.
Oh,
Because I came into the tournament.
that's a left back.
No. I started watching the tournament with the mind that Kyoga was going to be my favorite player, the player of the tournament, because Kyoga is very instrumental. I love those players who are number 6 and very smart, like Hami as well. But Noor Adam, every time he played, he didn't start the first few games. Raihan started over him. But when he was given the chance, this guy is a beast. I hope he still stays in the team, because I don't want Raihan to be out of the team just because he's good. Them both are good and they provide something different. So having these two on the left backs or the wing backs gives Singapore a bit of depth. And we need depth when we go into competitions like ASEAN Cup and then the Asian Cup. So Noor Adam, shout out to you. I do feel that every time you play, you give your hearts out. You are not the biggest player on the pitch, but you have the biggest heart because you fight everything.
It's a moral raider.
Oh,
Marauder.
Marauder. Yeah. So
it's not the
hats off
size
to
of the
Noor
dog.
Adam.
What's up,
That
dog?
size of what?
I need to see first the code.
Okay, yeah.
Forget.
But notable mention to me, honestly, going into the tournament, a lot of people hating on him is Lionel Tan. Because before the tournament, let's be frank, almost everyone I know keep on saying, Lionel cannot play. This guy play confirm out. Yeah.
I was one of them also.
Because he has made mistakes in the past. But this tournament, I doubt. Maybe he has made one step wrong, the wrong pass. But who hasn't made a wrong pass throughout the tournament? But Lionel, every time called upon, he does his job.
He got one assist,
Which one?
The
Shower
shower goal.
goal.
Oh yes. That beautiful goal against Cambodia, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow
So
pass.
that for me, that's honourable mention because again, our job is to not suck up to these players, but to give credit when it's due. And this tournament, Lionel has grown leaps and bounds. So congrats to these players. Okay. Again, yours was Ilhan. You guys are like kids, you know. No, because when we did a street interview before the game against Thailand at Jalan Besar Stadium, we asked a lot. We gave cards to the Playback Asia cards to kids, and we asked them, who is your favorite player in this team? Every kid, every single one of them, Ilhan Fandi. Why? He's the best.
No, but
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's not good. I like him as well.
no, he
I expected you to say Kyoga. You
No,
of
no.
all people.
no because he can operate as a 10 or a 9.
Then Haris?
No,
He would-
as in he as a player can play behind his brother Iksan. He can also play as a number 9. Yeah. So his qualities. I mean,
Smart.
he's an all-round
Yeah.
Football IQ.
striker. Like he knows when to, give a check on the ball and then run, make the space, create channel runs, that kind of thing.
There was one touch in the first half he did, that little flick towards Song.
Ilhan?
Yeah.
I think every game he does those kind of
Yeah,
flicks.
yeah.
That tiki-taka touch is
So he can surprise us with
Yeah.
his own individual goal. What more if you have a team goal? I mean, he will be there in the box to finish it.
But that being said, what do you think about the centre back pairing today? Haris
Haris
and Jacob. I think it was solid.
Solid.
Until the second half lah. Haris
Do you
can
think
see tired already.
Do you think Jacob can be
A model, yes.
the next centre back, permanent centre back to replace
The next Daniel Bennett.
Haris or Safwan?
Semua orang
Daniel Bennett is converted to centre back also. But if your question whether he can be the permanent centre back when
Is he ready to step up and take over Haris or take over Safwan?
But is that his
Yaakob
natural
Mahdi,
position? No, right?
I don't know.
he's a centre mid lah.
yeah.
Centre
He
mid.
started off as
But
centre mid.
in
if I
Tampines, I
recall.
think he played centre back with Amirul Adli.
Honestly speaking, from his performance against the big teams, Indonesia and Thailand just now, he stepped up. He was he had the physical presence and he was calm when needed. So I haven't seen Safwan with the national team for quite some time. But if Jacob becomes a permanent centre back, I think that would be good competition for all our centre backs. Knowing that we need depth. Again, we need depth. So currently we have that.
So who's the centre backs that we have right now? that
Okay,
can compete in that
Lionel has
position?
shifted to right back. He was a centre back kan. So we Haris,
Irfan.
Yaakob, Jacob, Irfan, Amirul Adli.
Amirul Adli.
Amirul Adli also operates as a left back or a right back sometimes. So I think these are good players. Yeah. Of course, we would definitely want if we have how to say I wish we had Haris 5 or 6 years ago when he still had his speed. Yeah.
But I read the comment here. Someone said, let's try Jacob Mahler with Irfan as the next, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, however long they can play. Is that a good pairing?
To be fair, they did.
I think they played together
right?
before, right?
No, as in just now the game also. After Haris came off, it was Jacob and Irfan, right? As in during that moment also, like high pressure game.
Yeah, but
It feels
moving
like
forward in the future tournaments, future friendlies or qualifiers, do you think these two will be the next two?
Yeah, I can see that.
on paper, it's fairly obvious. Like both have aerial prowess.
It's between three lah to me.
I
Lionel,
always
Irfan or Jacob.
Okay, I always
Lionel.
believe you need one gung ho one and one what you call stable
Sweeper,
mind. Stable mind like again we gave the example before Tony Adams and Martin Keown.
Wow.
One is the brute, one is the game reader. And then if you put Vida and Rio Ferdinand, Vida is the brute, Rio Ferdinand is the calm
Vidal.
one. Vidic. Vida.
Don't butcher your player name.
No, it's called Vida.
Michael
Nickname
Dawson.
Vida.
Vida.
Vida. So again, I do believe
Bukan
you need someone who is calm mind, and another one is a goon. So I feel Irfan is the goon, and then a goon like who rub everything, and then Jacob seems like he can do that job because right now all I see is if Haris and Safwan, these are two players that complement each other.
Yes, correct.
Safwan can go for everything. Haris can read the game. They know how to cover each other. But right now the chemistry with Haris is, I don't know. There is something lacking between Irfan and Haris. It's good. They are good, but there is something lacking. Yeah. Maybe they have a few more months to prepare for the next tournament. I think Gavin definitely would want to address all this. I think Gavin actually listened to our podcast because he made some changes that we requested for. Gavin, if you're listening to this, right, I have a player over here. He's a centre mid, both-footed. His name is Kai over here. He may seem old, but I'm telling you, he has a sweet. He doesn't know his left or right leg. Yeah, or you want to take his son. His son is the future Singapore player. Okay, it's like Kaizolis, I say. Okay. Other than that,
but can I say something?
please say.
Please.
I think now is the time for the younger centre back to really step up and claim your spot, because I think, as you all know, Hari is not getting any younger. So it's time for you guys to really show that you are ready to take the place.
Correct. That's why when the question about the gap between Thailand and Singapore,
Yeah.
and it's all about the league, whether the talent is there to step up, for these kind of games. Do we have that? Yeah. So it's another different conversation.
Yeah. We
But
can
I
tap
think
into that.
there's opportunity for these kids or these new, talent to prove.
Okay, to the listeners out there, as they are speaking about this, right? Do you think that the recruitment, or it's not recruitment because it's the national team, the scouting, the what do you call that? The call up for the players, right? The choosing of the players is too limited to the fact that we focus a lot on the young lions being nurtured up, and we are missing out on the rest of the pool in the SPL. Do you think as such? I'm not saying that they are doing that, but do you think that way? Because there are certain players who do not rise up from the ranks. People like Shawal Anwar, he started late. Hafiz Noor is still a speed demon at 38 years old.
Izzdin Shafiq.
Izzdin Shafiq, yes, correct. So
Tired.
Anu,
As in, but at that point in time, he was only discovered like quite late into his playing.
No.
28 kan? About
Was his
28 kan?
No.
Then?
He's in from
He's in
NFA time already.
No, but then like I feel that he
He-
wasn't recognized like until
Izzdin, his teammate lah.
He was with the national team.
Is
He
it?
was with
Wala.
Haris
Yeah.
batch.
Oh.
Yeah. With
Ah.
Kade.
Kadi ya? Kadi mati, okay. Yeah. So again, do you think that we are too narrow-minded into looking at the NFA pool, or now they call it the NDC pool? Is it? Yeah. Are we narrow-minded into that, or they should be scouting more? Not only the youths, but there are late bloomers in terms of Premier League wise. If you see Jamie Vardy, if you see Adam Lallana, they were scouted late. So Anu Mantan, he came into the national team also late. Because I think he's late bloomer, right? Anu
He
Mantan.
was with Young Lions lah.
He from Young Lion then go Hougang,
I think so.
or Hougang to Young Lion.
No, but to answer your
Yeah.
question, I think the talent is there. It's just whether they have the experience.
To compete in that
Yeah,
level.
in that level.
Okay, now we
Yeah.
ask you. So people who just finish a job every time wants to play for a job, but you need experience. So how are these people going to get experience if they are not given the chance?
No, then these players must really work for that experience.
So when you say work for the experience, it's only in SPL because
No, so which means you have to work for the team, get second or first in order to play ACL, and from there the exposure comes in. So if you need to work hard for the team that you're playing in.
understand.
It doesn't matter which club. You as a local player,
Yeah.
you need to fight for your place. You need to be the best so that you can start. If you are not starting, then something is wrong somewhere.
I like this, but let me wrap up on the Hyundai Cup first because next we are going into that part. Okay, before we end, maybe I ask Antoine, because what do you think this journey has meant to us? This whole journey, this Hyundai Cup, the roller coaster ride.
It feels.
Okay, thank you very much, Antoine. Okay,
So what? You want me to address camera or what?
No. Yes, yeah. Yeah, what do you feel?
It's It's positive because you can see the ride that this Singapore team took us. They allow us to believe again.
Yeah.
How do I say it properly?
Come on, let me say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you say. My train of thought jam.
So what I think is, the end of World Cup was in July,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Hyundai Cup came about. So fans were moving from watching late night games, supporting different countries, and now moving back to Singapore. And it's only about 2 weeks different in terms of, or 1 week different in terms of the tournament played. And then you have the launch of the new jerseys. So the timeline between World Cup, this Hyundai Cup, launch of the jersey and the semi-final, it somehow aligns everything.
And the fact that Singapore qualified for Asia Cup before the
Correct.
World Cup.
Yeah.
So the whole journey, not just from World Cup, like qualifying for Asian Cup, and right where we are at right now, it just shows that somehow the football gods are planning this for us.
Football gods.
Yeah, because right now you can see, you are seeing more fans out there buying this Singapore jersey in the Adidas store.
Yeah.
And then the marketing, to push this jersey as well, the
Yeah.
story behind it, and and the fact that the only disappointment is having to play at Jalan Besar.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
other
100%,
than that,
man.
the whole timeline of how this happened, makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
And then now we are moving forward to the FIFA ASEAN Cup and the road to Asian Cup. So it's a slow progress, but we see the progress.
Yeah, back then when we finished the tournament, we don't know when's the next one. Right now, this is not the end,
Yeah.
Like we have something in the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
2
Yeah.
months.
So as
Less
a
than 2 months actually.
Yeah.
as a fan, you are looking forward like, hey, what can Gavin do?
Mhm.
Or which players can step up right now? So with SPL, starting in a month's time, you can get more fans to watch, or you can get more fans to know who these players are, what they do, and whatever. So it's all looking at the right direction.
I think the ball is in FAS court.
Correct.
Right now it's in their court. Everything is aligned for them. I think we are also helping them do their part by doing this podcast and increasing the what do you call that, the awareness of Singapore football. And I think more people are into it, because for our end we have connected with Tanjung Pagar's fan club. Definitely Hougang's fan club is with us. You can see the jerseys behind us. So I do hope that FAS rides on this. If not, it's such a waste, because the youths are enjoying the football, the NDC side, the SYL, etc. You won this. Last time you promised us a World Cup 2010.
Yeah.
Now 2026 already. But I think it's a good restart, and hopefully we can do well in the Asian Cup. I don't think we can be champions. Let's be
ASEAN
frank.
Cup, you mean?
ASEAN Cup, Asian Cup. I don't think. Okay. As a Singaporean, of course, I can say we can be champions. But honestly, if we can pull off
Upsets.
upsets,
Who are we playing against? Australia?
Tajikistan.
Australia,
Tajikistan,
Tajikistan, and
Iraq,
last
right?
one, Iraq.
Yeah. So these are big teams.
This is the Asian Cup.
The Asian Cup.
ASEAN Cup.
So ASEAN Cup is Bangladesh,
Malaysia,
Indonesia. I think
Thailand.
all hard hitters. All games you want to watch.
No, but Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia is the best rivalry, man.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we have that
Yeah.
in the ASEAN Cup, and we will be heading to Indonesia. Which game are we watching? I don't know yet.
Yeah, the schedule is not out, but to actually witness, playing away with how the Indonesians are in terms of the fans and how
Safety,
rowdy they are, it's just the best,
You
spectacle.
want that. You want that.
But one thing I want to point out, right? In recent games, I think we are getting to see more and more Singapore fans overseas to support the team. Which is also a healthy sign for the Singapore football.
Yeah, I have a friend who's
Yeah.
based in Dubai.
Right, yeah. Your
He
friend
has been
also, right?
traveling to
Yeah.
all games for Singapore,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh,
traveled from Dubai to Bangkok, went to
Hong Kong.
Vietnam to watch.
Wow.
Yeah,
what's his name? Man?
Not the same friend. I thought
Yeah.
because that guy also based in Dubai, right?
who? Oh, the other guy.
That one problem.
That one problem.
We don't want to talk about that. But anyway, if an Indonesian is out there listening, right? We intend to head down to Indonesia, Jakarta for the FIFA ASEAN Cup. So if any of the content creators or football lovers could host us or would like to meet up with us for a podcast session, a hangout session before the big game of Singapore versus Indonesia, please hit us up in the DM so we can work something out. And I would love, put the football rivalry aside. Football is about bringing people together, and we do have some questions about how you feel about the Indonesian side, how you see your Indonesian team, and who are your favorite players other than Bambang Pamungkas and Rudy Kurniawan back then, yeah?
Elia boy.
Now
Ali boy, oh wow.
Now they have all the Dutch players.
Oh, Tijani Reinders' brother.
Eliano Reinders.
Romani.
So
so many of them.
I do hope we have Indonesian listeners, or if we don't and you know of any Indonesian, please send this to them and see if we can work something out, because we would love to take our podcast international a bit. Yeah. Okay.
We can.
Definitely can. You have?
Bapak Prabowo.
Okay, with that, the Hyundai Cup has come to an end. Congratulations to the Singapore team. You've reached the semi-final. You've won Thailand. You've scored 3 against Thailand. And it has been an amazing run for us. You brought us on a roller coaster ride. We got to experience the Singa Brigade together. I think this time around, the whole nation, at home, at the coffee shop, anywhere, they are singing Satu Nada. And it's very apt that National Day just passed. Even the president came to Jalan Besar Stadium to watch us. It has been an amazing moment, and so thank you, Gavin and the boys. This is only the start of the journey. Focus on the upcoming one. Okay, so moving forward, it has come to the end of the Hyundai Cup. So we started this podcast to talk about EPL. So EPL will be coming soon on the 22nd of August, this coming weekend, and I've made a promise to not be what do you call that? I cannot afford to be the kind of guy who disturbs other fans anymore.
Shithouse.
Yeah, I cannot be, because we have to try our best to be very objective and watch and how do you say and respect other teams' football. Yeah.
Bro, but banter is still a banter.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
The banter will be there. But I cannot disturb for fun. I don't want to do that because I'm on the road to being a good person. Okay, but before we move on to that, just now you were talking about SPL and how things can go about, right? So then, this question is for you, because you are very invested in Singapore football. Not that we are not, we are, but you are more invested into Singapore football, the SPL. So what's next? When is the league coming up, and what can the people expect of this game?
Disclaimer, I'm not really knowledgeable about the local scene, but I do follow them. I watch the games week in, week out, just to,
Pastime.
Not pastime, but just to
Keep track.
keep track and keep in touch lah.
Okay.
Okay, what was the question again?
What? Okay, what can you expect? What can the people or the listeners expect of the SPL in the coming season, or since this rise of Singapore football?
I think with the current hype, we will get to see more fans coming in, especially if you observe teams like Tampines and LCS, they are attracting fans week in, week out. Even Albirex, now they call themselves Jurong FC.
Yeah.
But I expect other clubs to follow suit, because this is the right opportunity for them to really increase the standard of Singapore football. So with this current hype, I believe the marketing team from each team, they need to do more other than just post one day before game.
Yeah. It's a typical kind of thing, right?
This is just like a touch and go thing that you do for the sake of doing. You need to do more, because for the current hype, the media coverage for the national team is crazy.
Yeah.
I think one suggestion they should do is every team should have their own podcast.
100%.
Okay, then we cover all.
No. Every team should have their own AFTV, MUTV, all the kind
I
of
think
things.
it's very hard for that, because our pool of fans is very small. But I see where you're coming from. Like every team has that newsletter or message.
They can use that as an outlet to reach out to new fans. And then, I mean, you do not have to criticize, the players, but it's just more of having an outlet or a platform to just engage other than using social.
Maybe
Yeah.
can be a community.
Yeah, so
thing.
you can engage, interact, and whatnot. So, and if you look at this new season, the teams are really well, I would say, equipped with new players. Like
Yeah.
Tanjong Pagar, they have Boris
Oh, yeah.
Beach.
Yeah.
The striker
which
is
was from
crazy, man.
Tampines for 5 years and then moving to Tanjong Pagar. So all teams are really ready.
I think they are hyped up for the new season, especially Hougang United.
Yeah.
You see the signings, it's crazy. I'm shocked by the signings.
But then not to be a ball buster, I think this seasons of Singapore Premier League, they will have like start stop, right? Because they will start and then they will have to stop for the
International break.
inaugural.
I mean
yeah,
that
it's
happens
a-
in Premier League also, right?
Yeah,
but
FIFA
then
window.
but then after that, then the ASEAN Cup also they will stop again.
But it's across all Asian countries who's participating.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can agree with you. I think these clubs need to operate more like a business with a marketing brain rather than just be a templated thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But to be fair, three seasons ago, I followed Tampines. I followed Hougang United. When I say follow, is the social medias, Instagram to be exact. It was very bad. The artwork, the graphics. But recently, the clubs have all upped their games. So this is good. But like you said, it's very templated. The posts are only like pre-match. They need to go out there more street interviews. I think you can follow our Instagram. In this 1 month, we have increased a lot of viewership, and the content doesn't just revolve around the podcast, because this is a community that we're building. All right, we have street interviews. We have other than this is what we have games. I think clubs should implement that. I saw Tampines having that. They have random questions to the players. Who's your favorite player in the World Cup,
Yeah, they're
etc.
doing it pre-season.
They
Yeah.
trying to follow us.
No. They did that before us. So this is a good step. I hope that every club has this mentality to be a business. Because back then, when what do you call that? When we started watching football, every club had a mascot. Mine was a dolphin.
Yeah.
Then the Rams, like we said in the previous episodes. Every not state, like we're not state. Every what do you call that? lah?
Club.
Every club
Every district.
Every district
Every
has,
town.
has an animal. Eagles, the gelang. So when I was a kid, this was what attracted me. When people wore that baju, or the figurines that they have, this
Yeah.
attracted me to play football.
We
When
need to start back the sticker books.
the sticker
Yeah.
books. So these are small things that can get
They
kids
could-
excited.
You could actually propose this to Playback Asia to do a sticker book.
For
Oh
Iceland.
yeah.
Because they are
Playback
card
Asia.
based.
Playback Asia. I think if you're listening or someone knows Playback Asia,
And
the
I
cards are awesome.
mm.
Yeah, but I think they can move more into this, like games or sticker books or mascots. Other than players, these clubs need to have mascot. But one other thing that I also want to bring up. You want to say something just now?
No, I mean, this is not only for the fans, but it's also for the players. If you imagine yourself like having this fanfare, you also will be motivated to,
Yeah.
in a way, perform
of course.
better. Turn up every game. Yeah.
Who doesn't turn up?
No lah, I mean, perform lah.
AWOL.
Yeah.
No lah, because but I think on my end I see that you said it will become more competitive. But the problem is right now SPL doesn't have a relegation system. So if I'm playing in a team, I get last. Oh, that's about it. I know my contract is going to end, but I think I'm good enough to play for a team that is 3 steps above me. Contract end, another club signs me. Then after that, I call my friends over. 5 people go to another club. So it's just passing the players around.
I think to play the devil's advocate here, from my point of view, why there isn't a relegation system is to also maintain the credibility of the league. If you have a promotion and a relegation system, and the team that comes up couldn't even be, match, can't run as a club, cannot match or compete with the main teams, then it becomes a
joke.
a laughing stock for the league.
But you see this, a lot. We take EPL for example. We follow a lot. 3 teams promoted. Most of the times, at least 1 or 2 of the teams will be demoted again. The one who can survive stays. So why can't they do that for Singapore football? Maybe 1 team gets relegated. That's all.
If you have 10 Forest League, we can have that.
Do we even have a lot of clubs to do that in the first place?
We do have clubs I won't say semi-pro. Is semi-pro? Is it
But even
SFL?
if it's semi-pro,
Amateur.
do they have enough?
Kind of.
No, because okay, they have to have this system where if SFL 1 teams get promoted, they get money. So that gives the teams in SFL more encouragement, motivation to get promoted.
There's a
And
danger to it.
why?
Let's say if the S6 team relegated, all the players will join the promoted team lah.
I mean,
Means the relegated team players.
but do they have the money?
I mean,
Yeah, so it has to be fair. They have to find a way. This is not our problem to solve. This is FAS problem, because if you want to have the competitiveness, you need to implement this. There are going to be issues. It's not going to be easy. If it's easy, it could have been done from last time.
No, but again,
Yeah.
you have to look. The FAS is just an organization, as an association. Doesn't have the rights to own any of the clubs.
Okay.
They have the rights to own the league.
Yes.
Probably. But I think the clubs must actually understand the reason why they need to be privatized, meaning finding their own source of funds rather than
correct.
seeking from the FAS or from the league. I think if we look at the LCS model, the JDT model, or Selangor, I mean these teams that have been appearing on ACL, they earn money not just from from the gate receipt,
governing body,
the ticket or the governing body, but they earn money through matches in ACL, every win as a
TV
team,
rights,
TV rights.
So in this sense, I do agree with you, because we can say that some of the teams are maybe in the Malay word is manja. Alright. Like you said, and I also mentioned just now, clubs have to start moving as a business. You cannot always depend on the FAS to provide you with things. I don't know what's the structure right now. So, but
when you say club have to move as a business, do you mean the owner have to inject capital?
Capital has to be
Definitely.
in there, but the capital and what you do with the capital is also very important.
But who would want to inject it apart from people like Forest Lee?
So
Then the Tampines is, what's his guy's name?
Boxing.
Whatever it is, every injection of funds must have an ROI at the end.
Correct.
So now I think, from what we're seeing, the reason why some clubs are not privatized like LCS, because the ROI at the end of every season,
Doesn't make sense.
it's not even there at all. Because I just spent paying players' wages, paying for their overseas pre-season or whatever. But how do I get back the amount that I expense?
So that's the thing. I had a discussion with one of the SFL team. They said this because they know the injection of funds, and then at the end of the day there's no ROI. So next season, same thing again. They have to find again. So but if you operate as a business, you have the capital, you inject, but you don't inject anyhow. You have a business plan. You need to know your ROI, be it money or new followers or new sponsors. So if in that season you do well with the money injected in, let's say you get new jerseys or certain things, or you invest in a marketing team, so you may not win the league that season, but you have built something really good. So by the next season, new sponsors want to come in, new money. This.
I have a question. If the new sponsor is a HBB, Nasi Padang,
Then you should watch Brazilian leagues, because their jerseys have sponsors everywhere. There's a league in, I forgot, Spain, is it, where he allowed all the HBB, right?
Yeah, they sell small parts.
Correct.
So the whole jersey comes with a sponsor.
A lot of sponsors.
Last time Home United like that.
Yeah. So money. I mean, you have to operate as a business. You cannot depend on the FAS, because FAS, yes, they own the league. The money they inject has to be for earn. So if you become champion, you get this. You become you lose, then you drop. Okay. So that begs the question about the SPL. So you think that this podcast can help people bring more people go to SPL games?
I think it's our responsibility to drive hype. They may not attend, but they may use this platform or use our channel to understand football a little better. Football from EPL, football from SPL. Yeah. So it's I think it's kind of difficult to get people to head over to stadiums on a weekday nights.
100%.
Or on a weekend. So they may tune to this and get as much info as possible, and then
the consistency of the fixtures. Very important.
Correct.
Okay, because we're still live on TikTok, right? We thank you guys for still listening to us after the game, and it's 12:40 right now. There's this thing by Zai. He says that maybe it would be nice to have all SPL fan representatives to come for the podcast. I think we can. To have one of each is going to be very hard. But on our end, we have this thought of having all. How many clubs are there in the SPL?
Eight.
Eight or 10?
Oh.
8, right?
Yes,
Maybe we can have each representative at one shot, a panel of 8 fans, and we ask them the questions.
Or you be the mediator.
Yeah.
You have one fan there, one fan here, and then they banter each other. 5-minute roasting.
Okay.
Then maybe can.
Okay.
Then maybe can.
Yeah. And then you come out with whatever history you have versus whatever history they have.
Yeah.
Like, the gold trophy that Arsenal has that no one else has.
Okay.
Why?
I understand.
It's a fact.
That's something. But okay, Zai, I think that's a very good idea. We can explore that end. Because definitely, we initially did not have doing SPL in mind. But if it is going to help Singapore football, I think we can consider doing that. That's why we have Dan over here. This guy is going to handle.
Dan the man.
Dan the man handling the SPL
Yeah.
side.
I put my disclaimer at the beginning already.
Then you gotta call Hafiz Sujat to join in as well.
Can. You want
Best friends, yeah. So other than that, okay, what's next for 65th minute talks? And
Oh, you passed to me. I didn't have the thing. I'm looking on TikTok.
why are you looking on TikTok?
You asked me to look at TikTok, what?
No, okay. What do you foresee this weekend? What's coming on?
The Premier League is back.
Woohoo!
Who is playing the first game? Arsenal, right? Arsenal is
Arsenal, is
playing
Arsenal against Coventry.
My goodness.
Blue
This-
Coventry.
That
This is
should
Coventry
be
Blue,
that
man.
should be 3 points in the bag for Coventry.
Okay,
That's a joke, bro.
no. Okay,
Lighten the mood a bit.
before we start, right? Let's to the people who actually want us to talk about EPL, here we go. But if you guys don't support any EPL team, bear with us. I think we can make you love EPL because in Asia there's a huge fan base for EPL teams, especially one of the best teams in the world, Manchester United. And just to reiterate, me and Dan are United fans, Kai is an Arsenal fan, and Antoine is Lily White. Fun fact, Kai, who's the biggest team in London?
Arsenal.
Okay, let me ask you. Who is Arsenal's biggest rival?
No, it's different.
Sorry.
So who is the biggest team in London? It's Tottenham.
Why? Because they have the biggest stadium?
Who is Tottenham's rival?
Not
No, like legit. Who is Tottenham's rival?
Chelsea.
Arsenal, right? Who is Chelsea's biggest game of the season?
Tottenham.
Who is West Ham's biggest game of the season?
West London.
Tottenham. There you have it.
Everyone.
Yeah, it's against Tottenham.
So
we're the biggest.
I saw the TikTok. Then that guy walked off with mic drop.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. So
Why is Tottenham like a shit house?
Because we are the first English club to win European Cup. We're the first.
It's not
61.
It's not even London club. It's British club.
The first British club.
I went
Which
to
you
the,
don't even have a European Cup.
I went to the Spurs stadium. The guy was looking at me because I was judging on the trophy. Are you sure? He looked at me. You don't look like an Arsenal fan. The way you're snarking at my trophy, you're a United fan. So yeah, we are the first British club to win a European title. So I think Lawrence Wong knows this because Lawrence Wong is a Spurs fan. But there you go, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, Lawrence, you can do better.
Okay, before we head into the SPL, in I think the past few days, Arsenal took on Man City for the Charity Shield. I think as much as people
They
say
don't call
it's
it charity, sorry. They call it community
Shield.
shield.
Oh, the Community Shield. Oh, all right.
How long have you not been there?
Since Mourinho.
Oh, so long.
No.
United never care about this
Yeah
small one.
Small plate.
Mickey Mouse.
Because United never even get into it.
United got quite a lot, you know.
Bro, we got the shield to defend the title.
You do realize that teams who actually won those things.
No, but we've
Yeah.
changed.
Hmm?
The whole
Uh-huh.
what do you call that?
The voodoo.
The voodoo for winning Community Shield. Yeah, it's really
I don't know, man.
City has
I've
done
won.
it.
We've won the three-peat twice,
Mhm.
and most of the time we don't win the charity or community shield. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, so let's see end of the season.
Cry more.
But who cry? But anyway, going to the game, Arsenal versus City. Arsenal strike the earliest goals ever scored in what, Charity Shield game or English game?
Community
Right?
Shield.
A Community
Yeah.
Shield game, right? Yeah, because I call it charity because this is charity. Like you see how City just take out Haaland, etc. How
It's a pre-season fixture.
how Kovacic switch the ball out.
Like how Gavin took out Ilhan is the same how Enzo took out Haaland.
Was that Enzo or was that Pep? It's still the same, right? Okay, let's talk about the performance of Arsenal. I think when you watch the game, I did not watch the game on that day, but I watched it at 1.5 times speed the next day because it's faster, right? Arsenal was, I wouldn't say dominating, but they were playing nice football throughout the game. I think it's really nice to see the defending champions playing as such, and it's also disheartening to see City without Rodri because they are really not a force to be reckoned with. You see Haaland being what do you call that? Just a lone ranger up there, not doing anything. He was building a BTO lah, we say, right, in Singapore. So what do you think about that?
I think it's fair to say that most of the big six teams, 5 of them have some transition in terms of playing, in terms of players and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the first year City is doing without Pep for the past 10 years. So things change. If you look at it, the senior players have left. John Stones, Bernardo,
The leaders,
Rodri. So now
KDB.
KDB. The players are like Haaland, whoever that is there. Haaland, Gehi should step up.
He's still new.
Yeah, but I think he is a leader in Crystal Palace.
Mm.
If you bring that leadership over, you probably would have to maintain that standard that Pep has. So on that day itself, City looked lackluster a little bit. I think some of the players are coming back and trying to simulate to a new playing style. Now without Rodri, Kovacic was the number 6 guy. Kovacic didn't play so much or many games last season, and then now he's been trusted for that position. I think it doesn't make sense, but they are playing Ayuk.
The biggest difference in Kovacic last season and this season, the Community Shield game, is that he has hair right now. That's the biggest difference.
I think it's a plan B, because they're trying to sign Enzo, right?
Enzo and Boadi, but I think Boadi is young, and the Premier League is the hardest league in the world. Not because of playing also, but it's also the media optics on there.
But I think Enzo is not happening because Chelsea did set a deadline for them to sign.
Yeah, so if you look at City, the main midfielders, which is Elliot Anderson as well as Kovacic, and then with Foden, I think the dynamics is still figuring out who's who, what's what. You can in terms of how the system is going to be like. We saw Jack Grealish back on the left wing, and I don't know
He looks older, man.
I don't know if it makes sense for him to continue in City.
Because
it feels like it's just weird. Him playing there. I think right now it's a transition period for City.
So, but I wouldn't say that City would take that community game as a what do you call that? Friendly. Because you're a competitive team. You want to start off the season right. Yeah, and I think that he took out Haaland because he knows that this game is a lost cause already. Yeah, I wouldn't say that he planned this to be a friendly. I think that he wanted to start competitively, but the team wasn't gelling, so he had to resort to plan B. Okay, fine, let's rest our players and get the others going. Okay, but for Arsenal, Zolis coming from Club Brugge, right? Having a lot of good ratings for his last season. 26 or 29 assists for Club Brugge for last season. And then coming to his first professional game, official game for Arsenal, assisting 2. What's your take on that? Does he remind you of Arshavin now?
Fun fact, he has been consistently or consecutively give G or A from Club Brugge till now. So he hasn't not assist or scored a goal ever since from Club Brugge. Yeah. So
Really?
yeah. And in the preseason, for all the 3 preseasons that he played, he's either been assisting or scored. a goal.
He was hitting like 20 goals, assists, or 40 or something.
Yeah,
Like. The
and
number was quite.
Correct.
It's quite high. And
Albeit it's at another league, but I
Yeah.
think the consistency is there.
How old is he?
I think 24. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a Norwich reject, at 18.
Okay.
and then went to
understand.
Club Brugge.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand. So, do you expect him to carry on this form throughout the season?
Yes, because I think he plays similarly to Trossard. Left foot, right foot, but he's more direct. I think he's faster than Trossard in terms of speed. But I think I like the fact that he is unpredictable at the moment.
Okay.
Because of the way he plays. But we'll see the stakes on him to produce and to perform day in day out. With Champions League, FA Cup, those kind of things, and he knows that English League is. You need to play at least about 50 games
Yes, 100%.
in a season.
Yeah.
Whether he has the stamina to play that much, so
Okay.
it's all up to him.
What do you think then?
So do you think he's going to be the starter for Arsenal?
Yeah, definitely for now, because Gabriel Martinelli is on the verge of moving.
Really, yeah?
They are looking at offloading him.
Okay.
Because I think it's just right for him to move on to get a better player or to
Upgrade that
rate
side.
the,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know I don't know how Arsenal fans feel about this right now, but the thing is, your star boy, Bukayo Saka, okay.
Yeah.
Ever since the World Cup, he's been displaced by Noni Madueke. Now back in the Arsenal team, he doesn't start again. So what's your take on that? Because if coming from a non-Arsenal fan, I do feel that Saka is a great player. He you know what he's gonna do when he's playing. He knows what he wants to do, and he's very lethal in what he wants to do. Compared to Madueke, who is faster and more direct, but he's also silky as a player. But the end product is not as good as Saka. So right now, you as an Arsenal fan, what do you feel on this? What's your take on that?
I think both have a the fair chance of playing games. Different games require different personnel. Home games you will see Saka. Away games when you want to play counter, you can have Madueke. Because Saka usually tend to
Disappear.
not just disappear, but he tends to play with a defender alongside him in order for him to turn. He doesn't want to
Push and go.
Yeah, he doesn't play with on the space. He likes the ball on his feet.
But he's faster than Madueke, right?
Siapa?
Saka.
No lah.
No lah. He used to be before he run his hamstring.
Noni is definitely faster. The burst, the acceleration is definitely better.
But it all depends on how the game is being played out. Both, I think, technically are almost the same level. Or Saka aged slightly more, but I think that's if they can continue with Saka, why not? He's changed his hair with cornrows now.
Okay. That being said, before we wrap up on the Charity Shield, 3-0, that was a commanding win by Arsenal. Definitely something to look out for because it's a great start before the EPL season. So do you think Arsenal can make it through all the way to the end this season again? Can they replicate what they did last season or even better?
Even better because the expectation is not to lose a game because we've done it before. Come on, man. You've got the gold trophy. Do you have any? No, you don't.
So this is why we initially did not want an Arsenal fan in this podcast because they'll be talking about that as well. But it's okay. Before we wrap this up, who is your team that's going to be champions at the end of season? Be realistic.
Realistic.
You
ask me.
Yeah.
Of course, I want my United.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel under Carrick they have more purpose. The intent is more direct. And it's more balanced compared to Ruben Amorim's. But yeah, I would love to see that United compete for the term and eventually win it.
Okay, as long as Andre Santos loses weight lah.
Yeah.
Okay, Antoine, who's the team that's going to win?
As much as it pains me to say this,
Uh-huh.
them being the only team that has the stability among the top 6 teams. Because with Arteta now, how long has it been? 6 years?
9.
8?
8 years.
8 years, right?
Yeah, since 2019.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Compared to
that
the
long.
rest of the clubs
7
that that only has their managers either
United has the longest.
during the last season, like during the course of the season, or the one that just joined in this summer.
Correct.
United has the
That's
longest.
Yeah.
for
So
Arsenal, yeah.
I would say that actually this season is Arsenal's title to lose.
Yeah.
If you guys don't win it, then serious questions need to be asked. of Arteta.
In that sense, yeah. And Arsenal also has, to me, Arsenal has bolstered up their. I think Zolis is a very good signing replacement for who's the Trossard. I think is and the way they sold him was very professional. Just no nonsense. This is what big clubs have to do. Back then, when you see City, you see United, they just throw away players. Just throw. Don't want throw.
But
You don't keep.
But still, Arsenal's
Yeah.
highest sale is still Oxlade-Chamberlain
Yeah.
at 35 million.
So for Kai, who do you think is going to be the champion?
Arsenal to lose.
Arsenal to lose, same.
Yeah.
Arsenal. If you ask me again, like you said, of course, definitely I want United to win because under Carrick, we have had a breath of fresh air.
Was it bad, the air?
What's up with the
Previously?
smoke?
No, it was nice under Ruben, but it was sad to see Mainu on the bench. But fun fact, under Carrick, he did something that
Second half of the last season, we champion.
you see more Cunha dancing. It
We
was
were
nice.
champions at the second half of the last season.
But yeah lah, facing facts, we still don't know what is Carrick ball.
Yeah.
What's his plan? He wanted certain players, he didn't get certain players. The club is still trying to counter back the expenses for the past things. We still cannot kick Rashford out because his wage is too high.
I think
Nobody.
it'll be interesting to see him this season.
Yeah. But again, for me, if Rashford is good,
He changed his
Yeah.
number.
number 14.
14 then. 9 lah.
Nine,
9.
MR 14 kan?
9.
Are you
9.
sure?
Mr. 14. He was wearing 9 right, for the game.
I saw him wearing 9.
No, but the number is not.
Yeah.
I saw that.
not official
Yeah,
one
not
ah.
official.
If
For
I'm not wrong,
pre-season.
it's MR 14.
14. Either
Yeah.
14 or 9.
Yeah, fun fact, his idol is Haris Harun. That's why he's going for number 14. Okay, but I would agree that it's Arsenal to lose because they are the most stable team. In terms of these stats, I would say it's Arsenal to lose. But in terms of being the best team in the world, it's definitely Manchester United to win the treble this season. You heard it here first. So Manchester United is going to win the treble this season. Whether it's the treble of losses or winning, either one of it. Okay, so before we wrap up, we would like to thank you so much for listening to us this past month. It's quite surprising that this podcast has been running for a month and you guys have supported from start till end, all throughout the Singapore content, the World Cup content, and I do hope that you follow us through this EPL content. Alright, if you haven't hit the subscribe button below, please do help us by clicking subscribe, like, follow and share, and do comment, and we'll try our best to answer your questions. Try to keep the comment section non-toxic. Please respect each other. But again, we thank you for your support. Without you, we won't be encouraged to keep on doing content, and do help us reach an international stage where the world can understand that Singaporeans have a say in the
Have a
English Premier
voice.
League. Have a voice, yeah, because they don't know
Yeah.
that we wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to watch our team win or lose or draw or cry. They don't know. Alright, so we want the world, the international stage, to know that us Singaporeans are not to be taken lightly in terms of our football and our voice for the teams in the world.
You know why they won't take us lightly?
Why?
Because Singapore is the only country
Come on.
that has Premier League Plus.
Oh
as
yeah.
compared to the rest.
Right, the inaugural launch of the Premier League Plus is in Singapore. So take us seriously. Alright, with that, we like to say thank you so much from where we started until tonight. We hope you stick with us, and the goal is to be international and also to get to the Asian Cup as a team and be commentators over there. Thank you so much, and we are 65th minute. Thank you so much.